Thank you for tuning into Hometown Heroes on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Nelson Annable. Today I'll be interviewing personalities from around Lethbridge. First I'll be interviewing Alyssa. She won the 2016 Miss Lethbridge pageant. Then I'll be interviewing Garrett, the host of Millennial Garbage on CKXU. After that we'll be meeting Paige, the 2014 Miss Social Playboy Bunny. And after that we will interview members of the Lethbridge Bulls. Welcome back to Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Nelson Annable, and I'm here with Alyssa Van Varenberg, the winner of Miss Lethbridge in 2016. What was it like to compete in Miss Lethbridge?
It was a really good experience. I got to meet a lot of people, build a lot of confidence, and it was just a lot of fun overall.
Did it open any doors for you when you won?
It did. I got to meet so many people in Lethbridge. I got involved with so many organizations around the community, and yeah, things I'll never forget.
Awesome. And what were some of the perks from winning?
Some of the perks from winning was just meeting a lot of people, and I got to go compete in Toronto at Nationals for Miss Teenage Canada, so that was a lot of fun as well.
And how did that go?
It was good. I got top 20, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of new girls from all over Canada and got to meet a lot of new people, so more doors open there as well.
Awesome. And what's next?
What's next? Honestly, I'm just going to school for nursing, my Bachelor of Nursing right now, so I'm just kind of seeing how that goes for the next 4 years.
What got you to first sign up for Miss Lethbridge?
It was kind of a random thing. I was just going along on Facebook and I just saw the ad keep popping up and I thought might as well try something new, so that's how it happened.
And what was the hardest part of competing?
The hardest part of competing was probably just finding confidence. I mean, there were so many other girls, but they were also supportive, so that made it a lot easier.
So there's always the negative stigmas around pageants and how people act in pageants.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see anything that verified that or that kind of showed that wasn't true?
Yeah, I definitely found that it wasn't true. People kind of told me things that I should look out for, but all the girls were super awesome. They were so supportive. Like, there was no negative talking. Everyone was just positive all around, so that was really awesome.
So now to prove her worth, Alyssa's going to beat me in an obstacle course when wearing heels. Well, thanks for coming, Alyssa, and thanks for talking to me, and thank you for tuning in to Hometown Heroes. Welcome back to Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Nelson Annable, and I'm here with Garrett McGowan. Garrett, why are you here on the show today?
I'm here because you asked me to. I am the host of the show Millennial Garbage every Thursday at 10. My show is different because it's more of like a hip-hop sounding vibe, because mostly everyone here is more like indie beats and other stuff. For me, I'm like one of the people who plays hip-hop music and as well treats it like a normal radio show.
What do you like about radio?
What I like about radio is because like you're basically the message. Like basically you're a person who delivers entertainment for people, and that just makes things so much better for people.
And what's your dream job in radio?
My dream job is to be a radio host. So what I'm doing right now is what I plan to be doing in the near future.
Welcome back to Millennial Garbage. I am your host, Garrett McGowan. How are y'all doing today? I'm here at CKXU 88.3 True Alternative Lethbridge. Here's a fun fact for you guys I just found out. Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour. That's pretty good. If you were to go, like, say, 8 hours, I'm not good at math, so I'm going to say it's a high number. That's going to be a high number. I might go to just some heavy metal concert somewhere and just start headbanging. Maybe I get the beach body that I want for the summer. Who knows?
How did you get started in radio?
How I got started in radio, well, basically with CKXU, I would just showed up one day and said, you guys offer volunteer shows, and one thing led to another, and here I am doing Millennial Garbage.
So what all do you do at CKXU?
Other than Millennial Garbage, I'm the assistant to our music director who's out of town for a couple weeks, so right now I'm basically just a music person here at the station. I get mails sent to me, and usually it's like CDs and some USBs about music and bands in Canada wanting to showcase their music. And what I do, I put them in the log, which goes to our 24-hour system, and as well as I organize the library and everything.
So now I'm going to have Garrett do a couple riddles to test his radio skills.
Thinkers in their great laboratories don't know.
So you can give it a go. Go from, just do as many as you can without screwing up in a row.
If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose?
Great laboratories.
I thought of thanking you. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
All right, that's the first round. So now the next three you have to do, and I'm going to cover one of your eyes.
Okay.
Go.
Nice, nursing nicely. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much can a clam cram in a clean cream can? What is this?
All right, now you have to flip the page upside down.
Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he?
Ooh, you nailed that.
Yeah. Got them bars. Can as canner can a can.
Pretty good. Do the last one upside down.
Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my better, it will make my better bitter. But I can't do that part.
All right, Garrett, thanks for talking to me about radio.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
All right, and thank you for watching Hometown Heroes. We'll be back in a second. Welcome back to Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Nelson Annable, and this is the blue shirt episode because my white shirt smelt really bad. I'm here with Paige Hudson, model and personality. How are you doing, Paige?
Thank you. I'm good.
So what's the coolest experience you've had modeling?
The coolest experience, I would say I am working with Playboy. That was really cool. I won a trip, so I entered an online contest, and some girls from around the world will compete in this contest. They don't do it anymore, but they would compete in the contest for months to try to win a spot, which was a non-nude photo shoot with Playboy. And I decided to enter the contest, and it was a month running in the contest, and I won the first month that I participated in. So I got a trip to LA, tour of the Playboy Mansion, a Playboy Mansion party I got to attend to, as well as a photo shoot. And I wasn't in their magazine, but I was featured on their website and their social media pages and everything. So now I have the title of Playboy Miss Social October 2014.
So where all have you gotten to go because of modeling?
I've traveled to Los Angeles, I've traveled to Florida a few times, as well as down throughout Jamaica, Costa Rica, Mexico. I plan to travel sometime to Europe and be able to experience model life around there.
How long have you been modeling?
So, you know, it's kind of a funny story because I never thought that I could actually be successful as a model. It was my first experience modeling was when I went to beauty school. I attended aesthetics, so I learned my master esthetician, skincare, and that kind of stuff. And we were in charge to come up with a project where we created our own photo shoot, and they had a professional photographer come on and take photos of the students and, you know, us performing treatments and stuff. And I actually won out of the school the billboard for the school advertisement. So that was my first experience. And that was when I was 21, but I didn't actually get into modeling until around 26 years old, 27. So it's only been the last 3 years that I've been modeling. And yeah, it's been great. I love doing it, and I love to model. It's fun.
Do you ever get recognized?
I do, and sometimes it's at the worst times. Like when I'm running around grocery shopping and in Walmart or something like that, or maybe sometimes I wonder if people have recognized me. I've had many people approach me and be like, Paige, how's it going? And I'd be like, I don't think we've ever met in person, because it's always very different meeting somebody face to face as opposed to on social media and online on the internet. So yeah, I've been recognized, and mostly local, which is great. But even in Mexico, when I was in Mexico last, I had 3 different people ask for photos with me, and I'm like, do you even know who I am? Like, probably not, but I think they saw the production of a photo shoot going on, and they kind of had heard that I was with Playboy at the time, so it was cool. It was neat to have people come up and approach me and talk to me about, you know, different things, or to meet them in person. It's nice.
So how do you keep yourself healthy?
You know, I think that self-care is very important. I try not to overindulge myself in all the wonderful food and drinks out there. It is about maintenance, and I wouldn't call myself high maintenance, but I believe that, you know, even just down to taking care of your hair, your skin, you know, like I try to avoid the sun and not get too tanned all the time from tanning beds and stuff like that. And then also with my health, like I just try to maintain balance in everything that I do, so that, you know, even mentally you can be healthy, you know, relax a little bit and stay comfortable. And then, you know, I try to keep my routine for working out and stuff to a minimal, because I think if you set too high expectations for yourself, sometimes you can just keep putting it off. So I do 25 push-ups a night, 40 sit-ups, and 40 squats. And that's all I do. And then I just try to eat fruit and vegetables, and I try to stay healthy.
And so you also run a radio show. Can you talk about that quick?
Yeah, of course. I started my radio show with Jess FM here. It's local to Lethbridge here, and I started with them in November. So every Thursday I interview or talk to, I have a guest that comes on the show and shares with me and the world just what they've been up to, what they're passionate about. And it's kind of casual, just a nice chit chat. So, and I enjoy it. I really like it. It's neat to be able to talk to different personalities and different people, and to sometimes you don't even recognize what's going on in your community until you actually sit down and meet the faces and meet the people and the business owners and stuff. So I enjoy it.
And what makes your show different?
Well, we have coffee, of course, if they like coffee. So, and I think just we do some Facebook Lives and try to bring in social media through Instagram. Maybe what makes it different is that it's still informative to the viewers, where they can learn tips or different lifestyles, or just understand different people and their choices and understand them better. So.
All right. And you clearly have a face for TV, so why did you get into radio?
Oh, you're so sweet. That's so nice. You know, I think it's just stepping stones. I've always wanted to be a personality. Growing up, I always was making home videos and being creative and experimenting with just speech and cameras and things like that. So it's always been something that I've been passionate about, that I've been intrigued with, but because an opportunity presented itself with the radio, I was able to produce and host a show. So it's been fun.
So right now I know that you're writing a book, so can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so the book is mostly going to be nonfiction, just about personal experience. I think that there's been situations or times in my life where somebody has come up to me and told me what I said or what I did was inspiring to them, and I always thought like, well, I just spoke truth, I just said what I know. And it was nice to understand or to see that just one person, just reaching one person or making a difference in one person's life, maybe it was something they needed to hear at that time. Maybe they just like what I've been doing and they want to aspire to be, in the industry. So it is neat to see people react that way. And because I always have so many crazy thoughts bouncing around in my head, or just I like to talk or express myself, I figured might as well write a book so that I can get my story out there and share it with everybody, cover to cover. But it's a work in progress. It's coming along, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get it published or get it released, and then I can go from there and talk about my experiences better.
All right, so now Paige is going to do a spelling bee because she thinks she's a great speller, and I am not, and I want to see how good she is.
Oh, no.
So the first word is Caribbean.
Caribbean, all right. I'm pretty sure that one's with 2 R's instead of 2 B's. Wait, nope. Yep. Carribean. It's either that one or Caribbean. It's the first one, I think.
No, the second one was right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The second one, I mean.
All right, the next one is rhythm.
Okay. RHYTHM.
Perfect.
Yes!
Playwright.
I know this one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. PLAYWRIGHT.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you, Paige, for coming and talking to me, and thank you for tuning in to Hometown Heroes. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Nelson Annable, and today I'll be interviewing Jesse and Brett from the Lethbridge Bulls.
My name is Jesse Sawyer, and I'm the head coach of the Lethbridge Bulls.
I'm Brett Brittany, and I play center field for the Bulls.
What is it like to be part of the Lethbridge Bulls?
I've been with the Bulls for a long time. I played for 4 years, and I was the assistant coach the last 2, and this year's my first year as the head coach. And it's just a great summer atmosphere out here.
It's great. I've lived in Lethbridge now for 2 years, and I've always wanted to play for the Bulls since I came out here. Last year I didn't get the chance, but this year I'm getting the chance to, so it's great.
It's fun for the kids, it's fun for the coaches, it's a very good league, and I just enjoy coming to the ballpark every day.
It's going. It's out of here. A solo shot over the left field wall.
I've been involved in baseball as long as I can remember. I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to the States at South Dakota State University, and I got my teaching degree out of that, and now I'm back in Lethbridge, and I coach full-time, and I do a little bit of teaching on the side, but baseball's kind of gotten me to where I am today.
It's given me a background, so it keeps me busy, and it's got me out here, and it's getting me to the States next year, so it's doing pretty good for me.
What's the coolest experience you've had with the Lethbridge Wolves?
I would have to say in 2015 when we won the championship, it was the first time the Bulls had actually won the whole thing, and we had a great team that year, and everything kind of just fell into place. It was a great year for the Bulls.
Getting able to play in the Rogers Center is pretty cool. Went there for a couple of years for a tournament there, and it was pretty fun.
And how do you get involved with the community?
We do a lot of things. Actually, yesterday we were at 3 schools around town, and we're handing out tickets and introducing ourselves and taking questions from the kids at the schools. And we hold a few camps over the summertime for kids to come out and they can work on their baseball skills and get to meet some of the players.
The school that I went to, we played tug of war with the kids and had a good time playing with them.
We love working with the kids around town and just getting them interested in baseball and interested in what we have to offer.
So Brett and Jesse are going to have a wiffle ball hitting competition to see who can hit it the farthest.
Oh, there we go. That's the winner.
Thank you for watching Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Nelson Annable, and we'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Hometown Heroes on Shaw TV. I've been your host, Nelson Annable. Thanks for the time.